Mack Tight Radio.
Yeah, you're rocking with the hottest radio station, Mack Tight Radio. Yours truly, Mac Joker, Ready to Learn show. It's going down. We got a special guest in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and where you're from.
What's good? It's your boy Leak from the Peake, all the way from Chesapeake, Virginia, 757. Two up, two down.
Yes, Sirski, Leak from the Peake, man. Let's get straight into it. How long have you been doing music?
I've been involved in the music industry as a whole for about 6 years. I started making beats in high school, but I've been rapping and putting out music on my own for about 2 years now.
About 2 years?
Yeah.
You do a little acting as well too, don't you?
Yeah, so I've been in the entertainment industry as a whole pretty much my whole life. I started acting when I was 18 months old, so I'm going all the way back to, like I said, pretty much my whole life, almost 2 decades now. So I started off doing that, TV shows, movies, stuff like that. I feel like it gave me a good foundation of just being in like certain spaces, knowing how to like, you know what I'm saying, control myself and how to act in certain different spaces depending on who you're around and stuff like that. And so that's how I started, going on to motivational speaking, going on to having my own business, and now really pursuing this music.
No doubt. A young entrepreneur, I can dig that. What would you say is the biggest thing you learned while you've been on your journey or pursuing your dreams in this entertainment industry?
I would say the biggest thing I learned is also this advice that I give people when I talk to them, like people younger than me, is really that if it's something you want to do and something you got a passion for it, you got to do it. Even if you don't have everything figured out, like you might not know when you started your radio show, you might not have knew everything about radio, but you had to take that first step to start it. And then once you did that, you were able to learn the rest along the way. But it's all about taking that first step. Like each thing that I've tried or that I've been able to be successful with, it started with an idea that I decided, I'm gonna actually try this instead of just contemplating and being hesitant,
No doubt, just taking that first leap of faith step.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Each time, with every single opportunity, same thing.
No doubt. Who would you say is your biggest inspiration?
In terms of music, I get a lot of my influence from, I would say, J. Cole. J. Cole, my favorite rapper, so I'm gonna always have to put him when I answer that question. But beyond that, definitely a lot of the rappers that are on the melodic wave right now, from Drake to Cowboy to even Kodak Black and A Boogie, how they, especially a few years ago, like my high school years, that's what really carried me through high school. Those are a few of them though, for sure.
No doubt. So you attend North Carolina A&T, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your major?
I'm a business management student with a focus in innovation and entrepreneurship.
No doubt. What made you choose that major?
So I always knew I wanted to be involved in business. Like it really started when I used to watch Shark Tank when I was young. When I was like 10, 11 years old, I used to watch Shark Tank, watch people come up there with their business ideas. Make millions. So like ever since the first time I watched that show, I always knew I wanted to own my own business. Like that's what I wanted to do. And so I would say probably around like 9th, 10th grade, it was solidified. And when I went to college, I was going to definitely major in business. So
No doubt. Let's talk all the way.
Sure. What you want to know?
How'd you come up with the name? What's it about?
All right, so this song, basically this is a song I made when I was finishing up my album. I dropped my album August 27th of this year, my first debut full project. And so
congratulations.
Appreciate that. So obviously, like coming from starting music, just making music in the dorm room, like as a not even a joke, but just not realizing that I could take it as far as I could, to the point that now finishing up my album, All the Way was a song where I was just kind of like encompassing that whole journey. So like, we going all the way. And so like the song, the chorus go all the way, play your cards, it's all again. Yogi called my phone today, definitely called my phone today and said that we gonna ball today. And like, that's really what it was. Like going through the album, like my boys, like I'm having good conversations with my brothers, like we talking about what's going on, talking about the progression that we making, and like so that's how All the Way came about. And then I actually had to re-record it. Something happened with the files, it got messed up. I had to re-record it literally the same week the album dropped. So like, I didn't even know if I was gonna finish it in time to get it uploaded and everything. So it was like, so when I was able to redo that second and third verse, the time I re-recorded it was able to put in like everything I was feeling at that point, like my album dropped in that week. So that's where that came about.
No doubt. Let's talk about the album, the inauguration. Any features on it or?
All right, so the inauguration is no features on that. It's actually it's me and one producer. My producer, he goes by Black Code, and he out of Indiana, but he's fire. He 18 years old, and I was 18, 19 for the whole time I was recording that. So just two young guys really going at it for real, for real. But yeah, that's basically just our project. We've been working together for a long time now, and so that was something that we wanted to put together just so I could have something. So when I dropped the singles like All the Way, if people enjoyed it, they'd be able to go back and have a body of work to go to, even if it's not multiple albums, just something people to go back to. It's 9 songs, and I feel like it's a different vibe on each one of the songs, and that was the goal, just to like show people like how I can switch it up and how versatile my music can be.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, the single All the Way is definitely dope, and you touched on it. It's different, and that's what I love about it. It's different and it's dope. The 2 Ds, you feel me? And let's talk about the video. You got a video for it as well, right?
Yes, sir. We shot the video in Atlanta 3 weeks ago now. Dropped the video 2 weeks ago. And yeah, that was great going down to Atlanta. We were there for a weekend. We were shooting all day. Like that Saturday, we went down on Friday. That Saturday was like a long day. We were shooting all day. We all over the city, whole lot of different locations and all of that. So it was good being able to, you know what I'm saying, really like put in some work somewhere else. Like I've shot little videos in Greensboro or back home in Virginia, but travel somewhere else and shoot a whole video, like put everything together and have it exactly the way I wanted it to be. And yeah, it was great though. I'm glad I was able to drop it. I was completely satisfied with the final product. We dropped it. We got a little bit over 1,000 on YouTube right now. Trying to run it up though for sure.
Man, y'all heard the man. Y'all check out All the Way. It's on YouTube now. Let's run those numbers up. Can we expect the second project? Are we just concentrating on the inauguration? What's in the future for Leak from the Peake?
All right, so right now we're gonna keep pushing the All the Way video, but you can't expect nothing else coming in 2021. I want people to focus on that video and then be able to go back and really take some time to listen to the album for now. But 2022, definitely expect some stuff. My birthday January 26th, so if nothing before then, we're gonna have to do something for my birthday. So stay tuned.
No doubt. No doubt. You turn up.
Yeah.
So you had a chance to do any shows? Are you performing?
Yeah, so being at North Carolina A&T, there's so many people involved in the music industry that there's always something going on in terms of whether it's a show, me performing at like an actual event, or if it's a showcase just for performances, whatever it is. Like there's so many opportunities, and I've been pretty tapped in. Even before I was making music, I was tapped in with the people that were doing those types of things. I was throwing events myself before I even started making the music. So
for real?
I'm at showcase, at least a showcase every week, but sometimes some bigger things too, like some real performances. I also throw showcases now too though in Greensboro. Me and my partner throw them, like we do like 3 or 4 a semester and get all the artists from A&T out there, pop out, let them perform in front of like 200-300 people. Just something not too crazy, but giving the young artists and the up and coming artists here that don't really have too many opportunities to be able to showcase their talent too. So yeah, definitely doing a lot of shows. Over this summer, we were in Atlanta, we were in different parts of Virginia. We were traveling a lot over the summer. We was in North Carolina, so definitely looking forward to hitting the road again and doing some shows other places. But Greensboro, yeah, definitely performing pretty much every week here.
No doubt. Let's talk about a cause that I really am feeling dear to heart, and I want to talk and elaborate on it. Is the movement clothing.
For sure.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what it stands for, and I want to know why'd you choose to support and stand behind this movement.
But all right, so the movement clothing is a clothing line I started in 2017. So that's my junior year, beginning of my junior year of high school is when I started the movement. It might have been the end of my sophomore year for real, but either way, it's a clothing line I started to take a stand against racism, suicide, bullying, and violence. So how it came about, in high school, it was just kind of a thing. Like I used to just be like, it's the movement. Like when anything like good was going on, anything like tough was happening, I'm posting something, like it's the movement. Like that was just our wave type thing. Like it's the movement. And it was a thing that kind of picked up. Like everybody was going around school, like everything happening, yeah, it's the movement. Like that's just what it was. And so it turned into something that was just kind of like a wave. And so at that point, I'm like, yeah, I want to create a clothing line, like something to go off of it. Like people saying it, let's let people wear it too. And I did that, it was like, well, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well make it something that stands for something that is gonna make a difference, not just something that says the movement. Because like, what is that? And so, like I said, I've been motivational speaking since I was like 8 or 9 years old. And those same issues, the racism, suicide, bullying, violence, social injustice, those is what I was talking about when I was speaking. And so that was just kind of a way of crossing two different interests of mine, which is the public speaking and me wanting to start this new clothing line. And so I created the movement clothing to kind of be like the liaison between both of those. And so all the shirts somewhere on them say no negativity, promote positivity. And like I said, it's to take a stand against racism, suicide. So yeah, just finding different ways to be able to take a stand against those 4 things and using my brand to be a way to do that.
Oh man, that's dope. I like that. That's real dope. That's real dope. So let's talk about, how'd you get into motivational speaking?
All right, it's crazy. Like, it really started with, it was a Martin Luther King Jr. Day competition where at like this church that was around my area. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old when that happened. And so I participated in that, and I didn't win the competition, but I received a fan favorite award. So that just showed me, like, from a young age, like, I was able to connect with people with my words, or at least it was something they wanted to hear. Something I said was something they wanted to hear because I won the award, you know what I'm saying? And so from there, it was just something I enjoyed doing, being able to be in front of the stage. Like I said, being in front of the cameras, having to memorize scripts and stuff like that made it not too difficult to be able to get in front of a lot of people and have my 3-minute speech or whatever it was memorized. And it went from just like little speech competitions to me actually, creating my own content and being able to go to different summer camps or go to a different church or a school or whatever, and just be able to put something together based off my experiences. As I grew older, started having my own businesses and things like that, it just gave me more things to be able to discuss and more gems to be able to drop. And so that's what it turned into. So like I said, going from churches to schools, talking about how they can start their own business, or talking about how they need, like we said at the beginning, is just do it. Like, sometimes when you got that idea, you just got to do it. So that's how the motivational speaking came about, and that's how it's still going.
I like that, man. Keep up, man. Keep up the good work, man. I
appreciate that.
Real talk. So let's talk about some of the TV shows that you had the opportunity to be a part of.
All right, so like I said, I've been acting all my life pretty much. So it's been a lot of different things, some small, some big. Okay. But I would say some of the biggest, I was in a Doritos commercial that aired during the Super Bowl.
That's dope.
A while ago, probably like 2013, 2014, something like that. I was in a Super Bowl commercial. Cox Cable, I used to do a lot of commercials for them.
Oh, for Cox?
Okay. Cox Cable, yeah. TV1.
Okay.
TV1, I had a show on TV1 called For My Man. I was on an episode of that.
Okay.
Actually, recently, it's a movie I filmed a long time ago. We filmed it, I believe, in, I don't even remember where we filmed it, but it was a long time ago. I was probably like 9, 10 years old. It was called Cycle, and it's a domestic abuse, domestic violence type of movie, like promoting or taking a stand against that, basically. And recently, it's like it started running up. We got on Amazon Prime about, I guess, maybe a year or two ago, and it's been running up. Like, it's at like 4 million streams or something like that since it's been on Amazon Prime. So that was like a pleasant surprise, because like I said, that was a while ago, but for that movie to come back around, and it was a very powerful film. So the fact that it's getting that recognition now is amazing. So that's something else. And then also Troop 491. It's a movie I filmed in Richmond, Virginia when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
That's probably my biggest role. I was able to be the co-star in that movie. So like, you see me throughout the whole movie. It's a great movie too. And that one has won some film festivals outside the country, like even all the way in Africa, stuff like that. It's been winning film festivals. It was on TV for a while, on Up TV, some theaters throughout Virginia, a few other states as well. But yeah, that's just a few things I've been able to be a part of. Oh, also, my fault. I've been doing a lot of voiceover work lately, and I'm the voice of 3 or 4 Hasbro gaming commercials. So they do everything from like Nerf to Beyblade, like all the gaming stuff, and like toys, kids, teenagers. They do most of that, and so I'm able to be the voice for a few of their different commercials.
So are you a gamer as well?
I don't play with like Beyblade and stuff like that, but I play 2K though. I run some 2K, I play some Call of Duty, some Madden. I don't be on the game too much though. That's pretty much it. It don't go past 2K, Call of Duty, and Madden. But I run those sometimes. I got the time.
Yeah, those are the favorites right there. Those are the go-tos anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So who have you had a chance to open up for?
All right, so my motivation, when I was doing spoken word and motivational speaking, that gave me the opportunity to open up for this big, it was a huge gospel concert that was in Virginia, and I was able to open up for Dietrich Haddon, Tamala Mann, Marvin Sapp, Shirley Caesar. They were all there, and so like
That's
I
big.
said, like these experiences when I was younger just allowed me to be around some pretty
Right.
important people, and I learned how to handle yourselves around those type of people, like from a young age.
No doubt, no doubt, man. Those are the very, very, good things to learn, like you said, especially at a young age.
Right.
Which one do you like the most between the two, acting or the music side?
I would say probably the music, just because like the music is completely my own. Like I'm going in the studio, I'm literally making like I can create whatever I want to create. Versus the movie, yeah, I love acting, but you're fulfilling somebody else's dream, somebody else's story that they wrote. Versus me making music, I'm literally creating what I want each and every time. So I would say the music, just because like it's really my own. I love acting though, and I still love being on camera, filming things. I recently shot a movie in Wilmington, called Hope of Escape. It's following how some slaves actually escaped from Wilmington. Like we were on the actual grounds and in the actual river they escaped from, all of that. And so that was amazing to be able to film that after not filming a movie for a few years. And so being able to get back in that mode was definitely amazing. That was over this summer, and that'll probably be coming out sometime next year. And so I definitely love the acting, but I would say music has it just because I can really create my own thing, what I want every single time.
No doubt. I definitely feel you on that. Is there anybody you would love to work with?
I would think some of the same people that I named earlier, from A Boogie to Lil TJ, J.I., Drake, J. Cole, of course, the big names. But yeah, just the same people that I feel like I'm influenced by, or it's definitely the same people I want to collaborate with. Cause I could hear, like, even sometimes I listen to their songs, I'm like, man, if I had a chance to have a verse on this, like, they had a verse on it, like, I'm making something. Bro had a verse on this, bro had a verse on it. Yeah, I already know, but the time coming, it's gonna come.
That's right. That's the right attitude. So, how do you feel about TikTok? You a big fan of it?
I will say, like, my niece was on TikTok before it was even popular, and so because that was the first thing I saw, I always thought it was something for like little kids. Like, that was off the rip. That was when I first, like, when it first popped, before it was even famous or anything. I'm like I seen my niece on it. Then I started seeing people my age on it. I'm like, what y'all doing on TikTok? Like, I seen my niece on this 2 years ago. Like, but I would say it's definitely important at this point, and I've had to start using it. Like, I wasn't really a fan of it at first, but I definitely use it now. Even if I'm usually just like little remixes. So I did like a remix of the Trackstar song, a remix of the Dallas song, and so like I'll make sure I drop all of those on TikTok because that's what people on TikTok like to see. But that's amazing. I feel like people making money, like, just doing stuff they were doing anyway, and they just recording it. So I mean, of course, you can get your bag. Yeah, I support TikTok, and I see like people, it's easy to get viral, but at the same time, it's kind of toxic because now people are making songs like, and their goal when they're making the song is, I'm just gonna make something catchy enough to get on TikTok and it's gonna blow. Like, it's not even really about the artistry no more, or about you know what I'm saying, like the quality versus just the catchiness, or that having this one funny line in the song that's gonna get played over and over. So I mean, it's pros and cons, I guess.
Yeah.
How you feel about TikTok?
Me personally, I'm with you in the same boat. I feel though, if you're gonna be trying to do music, I definitely feel that you should, get with it some way, somehow. Whether you have an account, whether your people have an account, because streams on TikTok are like number one. It's big in the music. So if you're trying to do music, I highly suggest you get a TikTok, or if you don't want to get one, get somebody to get one. But it's definitely huge in the music.
Definitely.
But yeah, so where can they? Is the music out on all platforms?
So yeah, you can find everything on all platforms. That's YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you listen to music on. At Leak from the Peak, LIQ from the PEAKE. Once again, LIQ from the PEAKE, and then it's right there. You can see it. But also, you can find everything there. That's YouTube. You can find my videos on YouTube at Leak from the Peak, and all my social media is the same thing, Leak from the Peak, except TikTok. TikTok is Leak, so YEALIQ. But everything else is Leak from the Peak. All platforms, all social media, all of that. And The Inauguration is the name of the album too, that I dropped a few months ago.
No doubt. And you said it was just you and your producer?
Yeah, me and Black Code Music. Make sure y'all check him out too. Black Code Music, he's fire.
No doubt, no doubt. So all the way, that's what we concentrate on, y'all. Run the numbers up. It's hot.
Yes, sir.
The videos out now on YouTube. Run the numbers up. And like I said, Meek from the Peak, you welcome back to the Ready to Learn show anytime. You know, it's a
Hey, man.
pleasure.
Thank you
It's,
for the opportunity, man. It was a pleasure on this side as well.
nah, no doubt, no doubt. You're doing great things, man. And you know, it's good to see young black kings, you know,
Sure.
on the right path doing great things. And I salute you, man. So
Yes, sir.
keep up the good work.
Got you. Appreciate that.
No doubt, no doubt.
All
Leak
right.
from the Peak. Ready to Learn show. Yours truly, Mack Joker. We out. Yeah.
Yes, sir.